Very good reporting, by the way, that shouldn't be questioned by idiots about what Trump has said about Hitler.
I'm questioning it.
That's incredibly important to know. But I do understand that people who are busy and that are people who are just tapping in may not be able to comprehend because we've been free.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would think there was some type of internal memo between MSNBC and the Democrat Party where every week they plan out the new talking points, right? Project 2025, abortion, Trump is Hitler. Now we know that certainly doesn't happen, right? That's definitely not what they are doing. But just less now than 2 weeks away from the election, the desperation is getting absolutely out of hand. These people continue to spiral. Feels like every day we're reacting to the mainstream media being ridiculous, but seriously, every day they are acting ridiculous. I mean, just take a listen to this. I can't even stop laughing at this. Check it out.
So the contrast could not be more stark. Yes, we have a dismal economy, but we are also facing the prospect of fascism. And actually, the economy isn't even that dismal. Like, things are rebounding.
Yes, we have a bad economy, but Donald Trump is a fascist. Oh, by the way, the economy's not actually that bad. The mental gymnastics, like you're watching them in real time, you know? The economy is bad, but Trump is worse. Orange man bad, blah, blah, blah. Even though he was president once, don't you know the second time he's going to seize the entire U.S. government? But also the economy's not actually that bad. Folks, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And why should you subscribe? Because doing so goes a long way in ensuring we can keep bringing you videos like this. And by the way, every time you hit that red subscribe button, these people get even more mad. So I think that's a reason certainly to do it.
Everyone is talking about the economy, but in fact, we are actually facing the real premise and specter of fascism.
I think on the economy, too, all the data suggests that that's not the case, but there's a feels issue with the economy.
The vibes
Things
are poor.
feel expensive. People feel bad about it. And even if they don't feel bad about their personal economy, they feel bad or worry about their kids or their neighbors or others. And yes, that is throughout history, Angelo, a ripe climate for an autocrat, which is exactly what Project 2025 ushers in.
It's almost like they checked off every single talking point in that 47 seconds, okay? Truly hilarious to listen to. But yeah, these are the arguments of a campaign that has nothing to run on, right? You know, yeah, our economy's bad. Yeah, Kamala Harris has overseen the policies of the Biden administration, according to the words of both of them. So yeah, I know there's no actual reason to vote for us, but don't you know that Donald Trump is a fascist? He's so bad. What are we running on? We have absolutely no idea, but like that's all they have at this point. And it is truly insane to see. Now let's talk about Mika Brzezinski, who it seems like every day now is in tears or she's just going crazy, absolutely manic over the fact that Trump may win the election. Okay. I don't know. It seems like it keeps her up at night. Take a listen to her newest argument as to why Orange Man is so bad and Project 2025.
His cozying up to dictators, his obsession with Hitler that has now come out, what he has said about our veterans, and what he wants to do with the military against his political adversaries. It's all huge news. This is the future that we're looking at in the next Trump term, if there is one. But this is what voters know right now, that he is killing us. I'm talking about us women. He's killing us. He is putting us at risk. He is making us afraid to have babies. He is putting our reproductive health at risk, and some women have died already because of this. So we can see right now what's coming. These headlines.
What are you talking about? She's going absolutely crazy. Mika, it's gonna be okay. All right, Orange Man is not that bad. But this is what they're going on TV now and just saying the most ridiculous things ever. Yeah, the economy sucks, but Trump is a fascist, and also the economy's not that bad, even though I just said the economy was bad. And apparently now, because that's not necessarily working, Trump is Hitler, okay, they're now just running out and saying that Trump is killing women. Where? Where is it happening? Can they actually provide me the example? And I'm sure they'll say, oh, Amber Nicole Thurman in Georgia. But when you actually take a look into that case, she died because she took an abortion pill. right? The abortion pill gave her septic shock. The hospital did a bad job in handling it. And so she tragically there passed away. However, what does that have to do with Donald Trump, right? They're going to say, oh, it's because of Georgia's abortion law. She was not able to get an abortion. No, she went to North Carolina and took an abortion pill and had complications from that. So in other words, a woman died from an abortion pill. And the Democrat argument is this is why we need to expand access to abortion pills. It makes absolutely no sense. But even if you somehow want to blame the Georgia pro-life law that's on the books, which even their family's own attorney is not doing, I once again ask the question, what does that have to do with Donald Trump? Did Donald Trump sign that into law? Did Donald Trump do the Georgia pro-life law? It makes absolutely no sense. Like I said, these are the signs of a desperate campaign that doesn't know at this point what else to say or do, and they're just completely losing their minds.
And very good reporting, by the way, that shouldn't be questioned by idiots about what Trump has said about Hitler.
I'm questioning it.
That's incredibly important to know. But I do understand that people who are busy and that are people who are just tapping in may not be able to comprehend because we've been free. We've been comfortable. We cannot comprehend that. And I understand that. I validate that it is hard to go from here to there. It is where we're going. I hope we don't find out the hard way. But what's happening with women right now is real, and it is playing out across America.
Okay, calm down. Let's all just breathe. All right, Orange Man's not going to be that bad. The country's not going to magically disintegrate. Okay, it's all right. Okay, just relax. By the way, you might make a better argument for Kamala Harris if you did that, but instead, you just sound like a bunch of crazy people on TV, and you wonder why this is not working. Trump is Hitler. We've said the same thing for 9 years, and people still don't see the evidence, but why don't they believe us? Why don't they trust in our credibility? I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe when your network goes out and tries to say, the economy's bad, but actually it isn't. And ordinary people who are struggling to pay groceries, that's not real. Your experience is not real. Just like Get Rich or something, dude. I don't know. It doesn't actually work. But yeah, it does generally seem like we are in the middle of deja vu right now because all of the original talking points from back then are now returning, right? Trump is Hitler, which they did before. Trump has disparaged dead military veterans. Remember, they did the same thing back in 2019. And take a look, as if you thought it couldn't get any more reminiscent. Apparently, the Trump is colluding with Russia line has actually returned. No, I'm not making this up. The Russian collusion narrative, Russia, is now back. Can you believe it? Take a listen.
Breaking news. The Biden administration taking a series of actions to target what they allege are attempts by Russian-backed actors to manipulate public opinion here in the U.S. ahead of the presidential election, according to two senior U.S. officials. Joining us now is NBC's Ken Delanian. Ken, what more have we learned?
Jose, this is being described by our sources as a whole of government action designed to target Russian propaganda and disinformation aimed at interfering in the 2024 election. It is said to include sanctions by the Treasury Department, law enforcement action by the Justice Department, and one of the focuses is on RT, formerly known as Russia Today, that network of Russian government-funded English language websites and television platforms that was flagged all the way back in 2017 by the U.S. intelligence community as a vehicle for Russian disinformation and election interference. And at that time, the Justice Department required RT to register as a foreign agent.
Yeah, here we go again, guys. The reason that Kamala is not resonating with the American people, the reason why Trump is dominating the latest polls, he's doing pretty well in the early voting, it's all because of Russia, okay? RT, that YouTube channel and stuff, they're like that's what all the likely Republican voters are watching, and if they just were not engaging in Russian propaganda, they would think that Kamala Harris is amazing. She is qualified. She's articulate. She has a very well thought out policy platform. Project 2025 is Donald Trump's official agenda, and the Democrats are amazing, and the economy is doing great. But anyone who does not believe those things is just engaged in Russian propaganda. Yep, it's back. It's all back, okay? We're watching the same story play out over and over again. They might as well just leak the Access Hollywood tape again. You know, why not? At this point, it's like, you know, if you're going to just copy the old same playbook here, you know, you're going to run it again. You know, we're already in the middle of watching a cheap Hollywood remake of 2016. Then, you know what? Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. With that said, though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section down below. What do you think of MSNBC's sheer desperation? Okay, and you know that's true when they're going back to Russia. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, God bless and peace.